But yeah, I've done all the practice sessions. Just go and do the quali sessions. This time I did up the difficulty. It was on 93 before for the Chinese Grand Prix. Did 95 and also made the bold decision to turn off the racing line. So could be a little bit um, chaotic,
A
I
welcome to
imagine.
everybody from a venue that has
But
seen plenty of
it's all for
sensational
fun,
racing over the
and it
years.
don't
Remember
matter.
Verstappen in 23, Vettel in
So see what
2019,
happens.
some phenomenal pole laps. But whose will it be today?
Okay, radio check, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check. I do want to get there out there early because I'm probably going to make a lot of mistakes without the racing line. It's not that I don't know the track, but yeah, driving on the limit, maybe not so much. Right, I'll let a few drivers go out and just sort of see their benchmarks. Yeah, 28.4. I was nowhere near that in practice. I was in the low 29s, but we'll give it a go.
Right, car's ready. Let's get it out there.
Pretty much like China, Suzuka is not one of my better tracks. But I am in theoretically the best cars, so
I'm afraid we've dropped to P22. P22.
oh my god, I've got so much fuel on board. How has that happened? It's already a bad start. Uh, who really cares? We'll deal with what we've got. Can always go again afterwards. Let's see where my benchmark is. Or I'll crash, either way. Just very wide. Too much curb. Already fucked it. Extremely fucked it. Can't go much deeper.
We've been pushed down to P22.
Seeing some very strange lines here. 130R. Pretty straightforward. Yeah. All that extra fuel would not have been helping, for sure though. So I guess... got time to recharge the batteries. I'm probably not going to bother coming back into the pits. I have to remember to drop that fuel for the next runs though. If I make it through, that is. There was a lot of mistakes on that lap though. A lot of mistakes. God, I can't get spoon curve done very well. Still faster though, I guess. Okay. Yuki doing well up in second there. Yeah, 29.5. It's a second off my teammate, wasn't it? You don't do a 28.4. I'm not very good at this hairpin. I don't think. And then I got the fuel, I put it in. I might as well go again. I reckon that time's probably good enough though, right? A little bit extra practice though. Very wide. Very wide again. Bit better. Yeah. Not a chance. Yeah. Gasly with a big advantage there. Did we lose anyone interesting? No. 2 Alpines, 2 Racing Bulls, Lance Stroll, and Paul Aaron. Charles needs to do a bit better. Reigning champion. Kimi, the real life championship leader. Let's see what happens now.
Radio check, please. Radio check.
Yeah, I'm here.
Can I lighten the load that's in my car? Might be helpful. Don't know why it's so high. But yeah, probably gonna need a couple of goes at this.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
We are ready to go, are we? Nice bit of clear track though, so far. I still feel I need to drive on the grass though. Maybe third gear is better for me there. Not really using an awful lot of the track there. Bit of a shame.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
Wow. I think my lap started off really well.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
But still ended up a tenth slower than my last time. Down to P6.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
No one needs that board anyway. Just want to see, I'm pretty sure my first sector was pretty good. But let's see if I was wrong. No, my first sector was pretty good. 0.02 of a second faster than my teammate. Then I lost 7 tenths in the middle sector, and then 6 tenths in the last sector. Aye. Yeah, I'm by far the slowest in the final sector. Probably just bad exit from the spoon curves, probably affecting both to be honest. But that was a banker lap, so I guess it's gonna be a case of sticking some new boots on. Or do I think I could do it on the same set? What's my danger? Half a second? Hmm. I might just stick with the same ones. Try and keep the 2 sets for Q3 in the hope that I do actually make it. I thought, let's skip time a little bit. When are these cars gonna go out?
All set. We're ready to go. Let's get the car out onto the track.
Probably not going to be able to replicate my first sector though. I'll probably be like 8/10 off in the first sector. Yeah, I think these corners are my weakness.
You're lapping slower than Pierre. Pierre is faster.
Well, I know that. Not even close. That was a bad exit. What was that? He's low on battery, not a battery. Okay. Had approved, but the first sector was alright again. Really messed up the hairpin. Oh, Lewis got knocked out. And two Saubers, the two Haas's, the other Aston Martin, and a Ferrari. Alex Albon doing well. Yeah. I don't know where my target is seriously doubt it's pole. I would really have to hook that lap up. I better be on the front 2 rows. Better be top 4. But it is very close where I am, so...
Right, we've lost telemetry. In fact, we've lost pretty much all sensor information. It's being looked into now, so just bear with us for a few minutes if you can, please.
Oh yeah, thanks for that. Right, got fresh tyres on. Can I just check that my fuel's not stupid? Yep. Thank you.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
Oh man. Oh, Garsley didn't even get pole so far. Who was that? Max?
Okay, we've only got one lap of...
Not bad though, because I know I made a lot of mistakes. I can point a few out. Whether I can just correct them is another matter though. But yeah, something to work on. P4's sort of my minimum goal on this track at least. Shall see how far off am I. I don't even really look at my time to be honest. 28.7 is still better than, well, it's the best time I've done. Max there with a 28.0 though. Yeah, my first sector was solid. Middle sector is pretty much where I am. It's the fourth best. Final sector's still slow though. That was a chicane. The bad exit from the chicane really cost me there when I took too much curb or something on the first part of the final chicane. And pretty much missed the second part, so that really messed me up there. But right, let's get some fresh boots on. Let's just drop it down even more. Okey-doke, let's see what I've got.
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car...
Oh, yeah. Are you coming out again? Is my teammate coming out again? It doesn't look like it. Always got to touch the grass at some point though.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from rain now. I'll keep you updated as conditions change.
Don't care about the rain.
1 minute remaining, just 1 minute. Seconds left in the session.
And there's the rain. And now I'm off. Charles beat me as well. P5 start. Could be worse. Was hoping for better though.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix.
Yeah. Just a little annoyed. Of course, Max doing Max things. Though Yuki's right up there as well, so fair play. Max could bring himself right back in. Yuki's a bit of a way away. I guess let's see. "27 laps. Without racing line on. Starting P5. 95 difficulty. Let's see what chaos can happen.
No fewer than 12 world champions have been crowned at Suzuka, but who will be tasting glory today at the checkered flag? We're approaching lights out, and we can't wait for the Japanese Grand Prix. A lap of this historic racetrack covers 3.6 miles. It's the only time during the season that we race on a figure-of-8 circuit. And the drivers can expect some intense G-forces through the 18 corners on offer here as they experience some of the highest average apex speeds on the Formula One calendar. Keep an eye out.
It's a good track. I just don't particularly feel like I'm good at it.
It's time
It
to
is
see
a very
how our
good
drivers
track.
are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen
Max
put in a
Verstappen.
fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position with Pierre Gasly alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Tsunoda, Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and Behrman. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier.
Yep.
Radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, this is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix, which means there's a lot of very important people here behind the scenes. I'd love to give them a strong result to watch today, plus a good result might make my post-race meetings a little bit.
I'm going to have to try the one stop, aren't I? I'll have to try and go for the one stop. If I've got any chance, even though my tyre management is horrendously bad. We will drop that down a bit. And not too much, because obviously struggled with that in China last time. Right, two in front of me on soft tyres, the two behind me on hard tyres. Okey-doke.
No threat of rain for the time being, conditions look good.
Always got to touch the grass somewhere.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts. Keep an eye on the lights, the start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Well, I've got to say I'm pretty happy with that start. From 2.5 to 1.2. That's Gasly on the softs. Okay. Are they going for the two-stop, I wonder? Or the Max was on the hards as well, which might explain his slow start.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Pierre is just gonna disappear on those soft tires. Colapinto! I'm trying to look after my tyres as best I can. I also have to look after my ERS because I keep burning through that super quick. Taking lines like that's not going to help time-wise though. Okay. The soft started to run out a bit. To be fair, my hards didn't like that corner much either. My mediums didn't like that corner much either.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Oh no. No, no. Oh my god.
Look at new race strategy after that. I've got some
Oh well. I guess that's that then. Ah. Yeah. It's all really my own fault there, running wide. Although I don't know where Charles expected me to go, but okay. An early end to my race, which I thought was going pretty well.
Sacre bleu! Pierre Gasly has destroyed the opposition. Pierre Gasly wins.
Well, at least my teammate won.
We had drama from start to finish, but in the end, there was only ever one that could take that top spot. And only one can take that. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Lando. Wow, look at that pace from Pierre. Lando did the one stop. Honest to God, see if I could have stayed in the race. It's so irritating. I do get Max and Yuki. Charles down to 5th. Ollie Behrman finished where he started. Lewis and Esteban came from outside the points. Yep, Colapinto and Zach O'Sullivan also retired. I mean, I've got to admit, it's not totally unexpected for Suzuka and me. It's certainly a bit of a bogey track. But yeah. 6th in the championship. Not necessarily all over, but I need to stop making mistakes. That's 2 DNFs from good positions. I was winning in Australia and I crashed from 20 seconds in the lead. And I feel like I definitely had a chance there at Suzuka. If I could have just not made that mistake. But I did. It happened. There's still 21 races to go and 5 sprint races, so. Yeah, my team's still top, so. I guess that's gonna be that. Ouch. No, Pierre lost 4k, I lost 40. Yeah, what have we got next? Is it Bahrain? Bahrain's not a... It's a better track for me than the last two. So yeah, that might be something to do tomorrow. But I guess for now, I will just end the stream there. Unfortunately, quite a bit shorter than I was expecting.